Hey guys, so today we're going to do the unboxing and overview of a pair of in-ear monitors or IEMs. So this one is the Zhulinniao or Birddance Z3s, I think. Yeah, Z3s or Z3s. So they're kind of an IEM company from China, as you guys might have guessed, Chi-Fi. These retail for $50. You can get them from AliExpress and stuff. Actually, I didn't pay for these because the company emailed me to do a review on these. So I was like, yeah, sure, send me over. And yeah, they gave me these to check out. So it's interesting. I've never had anything by this brand before, never heard of this brand before. But yeah, I mean, why not? You know, they sent me these to check out. And yeah, I can give you guys my honest opinion about them. So Birddance, I've never heard of this company. Not sure when they started. Fly swiftly as a frightened swan goose. Wanra swims like a dragon. Yeah. It's interesting. And then here it says engineered by Zhu Audio, exclusively branded and distributed by Birddance for the US market. So is the company name Zhu Audio or is it Birddance? I don't know. I'm not sure which one is the actual brand name, which one is the model name seems to be the Z3. That's what it says here, Z3. But or the Jinghong Z3, is that the model name? But the company name, is it Zhu Audio or is it Birddance? I'm not sure. I'm a little bit confused about that. Anyways, on the back here, what you see here is that oh man, it's all like. Okay, let me try to hold it up to the camera so you guys can see, or not sure how well you guys can see. But yeah, it's all like kind of embossed. It's like the specs basically of these IEMs. So upgrade dual dynamic coils, bamboo fiber silk diaphragm, all metal body. It's got a DAC inside of it. DAC coating chip. Interesting. So does it come with a DAC inside of the cable? Interesting. Copper plated silver wire, higher sound completion level, professional ear wrap design, high quality microphone. Some kind of microphone, okay. So I guess something about the cable. The cable has probably a USB connector, that's why it has a DAC in it, and also has microphone, okay. And then this is additional specs about it. So yeah, we can take a look here. So Zhu Audio Z3. So the company name is Zhu Audio. I don't know. Birddance might be the American name, I guess. Zhu Audio Z3. Anyway, the name is a little bit weird. Not exactly sure what the full name is. Okay, IEM's ear wrap style. Okay, it's got 10mm dual magnetic dual cavity dynamic driver. So I'm guessing it's got it's like a dynamic driver that's 10mm, but it's a dual dynamic driver. So it's got like two dynamic drivers on both sides of it, but it acts as one unit, I'm guessing. Specially made bamboo fiber silk. Hanging edge diaphragm. PU composite diaphragm. Voice coil is a CCAW large black voice coil. N52 dual magnetic circuit neodymium magnet. 106 core double stranded high purity oxygen free copper plated silver wire. 32 ohms impedance. Made in China, obviously. Zhengzhou in Henan province in China. Anyways, let's take a look. $50 is fairly budget for an IEM, so yeah. Let's see. Probably why they sent it over to me for free, because normally a company like an IEM company, a higher end one, would not just send me over anything. Okay, it's like this. Okay, it's labeled Birddance here. Come on. Okay, here it is, Birddance. Alright, so this is all in Chinese, but you get 3 pairs of ear tips, it looks like. Small, medium, large. Oh no, you get 9, sorry. Yeah. You get 3 pairs of each. Small, medium, large, a small, medium, large, a small, medium, large. 3 pairs of each of these, so a total 9 pairs of ear tips. And then the items themselves telling you how you wear them. Okay. Accessory selection. Oh, here's the English. Okay, I thought it was all Chinese. Oh, here's English. 3 pairs of transparent plugs, enhances mid to high frequency. 3 pairs of balanced plugs, enhances low frequency, improve hearing endurance. 3 pairs of bamboo rhyme stoppers. Ripple transmission structure, rich musical details. Amount of information is significantly increased, so like better detail maybe. I'll try those. Then assemble the headphones. Assemble them. It's just like put the pins onto the IEMs. That's it. It's like putting the cable on, basically. Disassemble. Assembling disassemble is basically just like connect the cable and disconnect the cable. Matters needing attention. Okay. That's it. Name content of harmful substances. Well, anyways, that's the manual. It's interesting they you can put this part here. Any kind of harmful substance, you can just check that out. Interesting. Okay, let's check what's in here. This is probably the cable, I'm guessing. Come on. Okay, get that. Alright, so here, ear tips. Check it out. Yeah, we got foam ear tip. Oh, okay. Actually, I did not know that they included foam ear tips, but that's a nice surprise. It wasn't in the manual there. So I get one pair of foam ear tips, basically. And these are the other tips, I'm guessing. They feel like other tips. Right, because the cable's already there. My bad. I thought it was the cable, but the cable's already there, obviously. This is just the ear tips. Okay, so one pair of foam ear tips, and then here, yep, you get another 3 pairs of these kind of ear tips. Then you get another 3 pairs of this kind of ear tips. So you got silicone, you got transparent, and then another 3 pairs, right? Another silicone, okay. Yep, so a total of 9 plus 10. Total 10 ear tips. So you got 2 foam, and then you get silicone, transparent silicone, and then different kinds there. So now then 9 pairs of ear tips here, all in small, medium, large sizes. So it's good. That's a lot of decent pair of ear tips. You get a total of 10 pairs. All right, and you got a carrying case here, which is nice. All for 50 bucks, right? Not bad. And then let's take a look at the IEMs themselves and the cable. Okay. Okay, this is a silver-plated copper, right? Okay. Okay, so here it is, silver-plated copper cable right here. The connector is a 3.5, not a 4.4. So I don't think they didn't come with a 4.4 connector. I think most higher end IEMs will come with 4.4, but 3.5 is fine for me. But I know for audiophiles they would prefer a 4.4. Anyways, this is a 2-pin connector, right? Yeah, it's a 2-pin. So if you guys really care about this 4.4 termination, if you guys really want one, then probably just swap your current 4.4 millimeter cable in, because 2-pin is a fairly common connector. So this just comes stock with a 3.5. If you want 4.4, you'll probably have to swap in your 4.4 cable, which is easy to find because it's a 2-pin connector. So there's lots of 2-pin aftermarket connectors. All right, so this is the Zhulinniao or Birddance Z3. They have a nice little imprinted like music symbols on here, I'm guessing. Yeah, and it says Zhulinniao here. Yeah, I'm not sure. The Birddance might be just the American distributor name, but Zhulinniao is the actual name here. And yeah, one 10mm dynamic driver, which is dual sided. So I guess you can consider it like 2 dynamic drivers essentially. Yeah, dual dynamic drivers, I guess. Yeah, and for this price, that's fine. Not expecting anything better than that. You might even find some cheaper planers actually. Okay, it's vented. You guys can see at the back here, vented left, right. You can easily see that. That's good. A lot of IEMs, even higher end ones, don't even label the IEM sides correctly, so this is good. And then you can see the nozzle. There's like tiny grills in it. Yeah, so all in all, they're okay looking, right? I mean, for 50 bucks, I got it for free. I can't really complain much about it, but even if you buy it, 50 bucks, not too much, right? Can't complain too much about it. Yeah, they look like cheap IEMs. What can I say? The cheaper ones by like Tangem or KZ, 7 Hertz, Kiwi, you know, all these cheaper brands, Zagat, right, that make these cheaper IEMs. Yeah, it looks kind of like that. Actually, it does remind me probably the most of Tangems, although Tangems always have this anime character type of marketing, but yeah, just from the shape, kind of reminds me a lot of Tangems, and maybe even Nice Hicks, maybe. Yeah, Nice Hicks as well. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys how I feel about them. Just gonna plug them into my Low-2 Poggle Touch, which is my reference player, and I'll tell you guys what I think, so stay tuned. Alright, so the DAP I used to test is the Low-2 Poggle Touch. This is originally a $3,000 digital audio player from 2018 that has been known to provide a very neutral reference type of tonality, so I still use this. It's still my main music player, especially for testing. And yeah, okay, my verdict on this, I'm using this ear tips, by the way, because they said that these ones provide, like, you know, supposedly more detail and stuff. Yeah, these are $50 IEMs, and coming from my usual IEMs, which are the Nostalgia Tesseracts, those cost over $3,000 brand new. Yeah, this is quite a big difference, because I can obviously hear, like, jumping from that IEM to this one, there's the technicalities are quite different. Yeah, the lack of detail and soundstage in these ones is noticeable compared to my higher end IEMs that I test with. Even the SoundRhyme DT500 is noticeably superior in terms of soundstage and detail and everything. Tonality wise, this has like a V shape to it, I think. The bass is definitely a bit boomy and a bit muddy as well. And the treble is, yeah, it's like elevated, but it's not really high quality treble, so it feels like really weak. I want to say it's like treble, but not very detailed treble. Yeah, but it's pushed up, so it's like it's a V shape, but it's not like a high quality type of V shape type of sound signature. Because, you know, I've heard a lot of IEMs by now. I've heard hundreds of IEMs. So yeah, the bass is like not very well defined. It's kind of muddy sounding, just kind of like boom, boom, boom. The treble, not very well defined, but both of them are kind of pushed up, so it's still V-shaped, but just not very well defined. The mid-range, because it's a V-shape, it's like a little bit recessed. But yeah, anyways, I can't fault it too much because it is $50. So I'm not comparing it to, you know, I'm used to listening to IEMs that are like multi-kilobuck IEMs. That's why I'm, you know, just from that standpoint, I had to be fair to this because of the price, right? $50 IEM, okay, well, I understand, you know, the price point and everything. For most people, this will be okay. I think, especially if you listen to energetic music, you know, you might not care too much about the sound quality and stuff. As an audiophile, I do. But for most people, they're happy with, you know, their Beats Audio stuff, or their Bose or Sony's or AirPods, whatever. They're okay with that. So they're not like picky about the definition of the resolution, soundstage. They don't care too much about that. And if you guys just want an IEM that is V-shaped and that's good for playing, you know, dynamic, energetic type of music. I mean, not to say you can't play, you know, other kinds of music, but just it'll probably work best for those because it's like got a V-shaped tonality. Then yeah, these will do. Just realize that for the price, you know, you are getting what you pay for there. It's like the sound quality just isn't very good to me. It's not very well defined. Yeah, just the bass, treble, just feels like, you know, it's pushed up, but it's not very well defined. Not high quality. But hey, you know, the price point is $50. I get it. And mid-range is actually probably better than the bass and treble in terms of definition, but it's just recessed. So anyways, I personally, like for this, I got it for free, right? So I can't complain too much about it. For me, if you had to pay $50 for an IEM, I think there's some better stuff out there, like some Truthiers, KZs, or 7 Hertz. I think they have some maybe better sounding stuff out there. Tanstrums maybe as well. You guys can check out those brands. If you guys go over $100, some of the, actually not even $100, the Activa Volcano is actually really good. That's about $70, $80. If you guys can get the Activa Volcano, I recommend that. Some Let's Showers are good, like the S12 Pro I've heard before. That's probably just over $100. If you guys can go into like $200 range, some Zagats and Kiwi Ears are really good. I personally like the Kiwi Ears Orchestra 2s and the Zagat Horizon and Odyssey 2s. Those are nice, but they're over $200. If you guys can expand your wallet a bit, you know. Otherwise, if you're like, oh, I gotta have a $50 IEM, Truthier Gate is really good. So yeah, and then there's the Cranier. The Cranier is fine as well. That's also there. So yeah, I'm just saying that if you can just stretch your wallet just a little bit more, then yeah, like the Cranier Daybreak, right? That's just over $100, and it's going to be far superior sounding to this. 7 Hertz Timeless 2, I think, is around that price as well, like maybe around 200-ish, or a little bit less than 200. And yeah, honestly, a lot of other stuff too, like around that. A lot of the stuff that Critical actually promotes is like around $100. So and they'll sound far superior to this. Brands like Tangzu and Dunu and Simgot, a lot of other Chi-Fi brands, they also make some really nice value IEMs around that price range, like $100 to $200. So yeah, it's not hard to find a lot of good choices around that price range. That if you guys are willing to spend a little bit more money, I think that's probably the way to go. So anyways, I'm just saying, you know, for $50, I get it, but if you guys can just stretch your wallet just a little bit more to maybe around the $100 range, you can find something far superior to this, in my opinion. So this is just not cutting it for me in terms of the audio quality. I would just pay $50 more. I would just, you know, pay $100 and get something like far better. Something like the Cranier Daybreak, for example. But anyways, that's just me. For people who really have to have this price range, yeah, I think the Truthier Gate is a good one for around the same price. Actually, I think it's a bit cheaper. Truthier Gate, I think, is around $30. So anyway, personally, I like that one better. So yeah, this is the Zhu Audio Z3. To me, it's not very impressive. Like for the price, it's okay, but I don't think it's necessarily the best IEM even for the price. And if you were to go to $100, yeah, there's far better stuff there. So anyways, I know I'm being pretty honest here, because, you know, I'm not being paid to give a positive review here. They sent me this and they asked for my honest review, right? So I'm giving you guys my honest review, my honest take on these. Like, these are okay for the price, but they're not the best. You know, I would personally just pay $100 for something much better, to be honest. So yeah, with some Moondrops, actually. Moondrop also operates in that price range as well. Anything, just look for anything by Let's Shower, Truthier, Moondrop, 7 Hertz. In around this price range, yeah, Truthier and KZ would probably be better, or 7 Hertz. But if you go up to around $100, that's when you'll find some stuff like Kiwi Ears or Moondrops, right, or Tanstrums, Nice Hicks. You might find something around there. So yeah, anyways, I'm just saying there's far more options at around the $100 price range that I think are going to be much better than this, in my opinion. I would rather just pay a little bit more and get a lot, you know, out of the sound quality. And it's still, like, I don't consider $100 very much in terms of IEMs. So I don't think that's an expensive IEM. I know that might be to some people, but to me, $100 is not too expensive for an IEM. I would just, you know, pay $100 and then get something much better than this, in my opinion. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Zhu Audio Birddance. I mean, can't complain too much though, because I got this for free. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think.